Listen to all the behind the scenes, real behind the scenes. Who's getting told off?
Probably Laura again.
Probably me.
Do that thing that they do before like the news, you know, where they're like having a good old.
Oh yeah, just have a nice little conversation.
Yeah. Oh, we're live.
So
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Qualifying for the BRSCC Fiesta Junior Championship has finished. It is Deegan Fairclough on pole position once again. Now, as you can see, I'm swamped by two superstar race car drivers here, aren't I? First of all, it is Laura Payne, of course. Laura, City Car Cup extraordinaire, but more importantly, Fiesta Junior coordinator. How's it been today?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, really proud of them.
They have
As
done
always.
Absolutely. They've done very, very well. Not only did qualifying go very well, we got 10 out of 10 in the quiz as well. So that's probably the most important thing. And of course, former Fiesta Junior champion Olly Turner's with us as well. Olly, it's been a busy season for you, hasn't it? With VW Cup, you've been doing Brick Car. Wow.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can't drive?
Yeah,
C1?
probably C1.
C1.
Too fast for me, they are. Rapid. But yeah, no, it's been busy for me. I've been working full time recently with my dad, which has been quite nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the weekends it's always been busy. So yeah, I haven't really had a day off for 3 weeks now because I've been racing, coaching, and also, yeah, but no, it's all good. All part of being 18 now, I guess. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it.
18. Do you remember being 18?
I remember him being.
I don't remember.
14-year-old me.
I don't remember what it was like being 18. There we go. It's such a long time ago. Right, and I've got you both down for a very important reason, of course. Cadwell Park. Last time, Olly, you helped us out at Snetterton, didn't you? We did a circuit guide feature, and it went down very, very well. So, Laura, of course, you've driven around here as well, so we couldn't not get you down as well. Let's start Cadwell Park. It is very narrow, isn't it? It's very twisty. Quite a technical challenge, I think, is it, Olly?
Yeah, it's one of the most technical tracks that on the calendar, in fairness. But yeah, like, it's so tight, but at the end of the day, because of the size of the cars, like, you can actually still have a really good race, and that was proven like in the seniors last year and the juniors as well. So I think the viewers and everyone around in for a really good race tomorrow. Yeah. But if the gap does spread out, it doesn't tend to come down. Like, people's race pace is fairly strong this weekend. I think Deegan and Brickley in the top 5. I think it'll either be really bunched up or it's going to be really spread out. So it's either going to be one or two. So, but yeah, I just hope everyone has good fun.
Cadwell Park's a lovely place, isn't it, Laura? The only thing that slightly annoys me is that you can't get down here once the gate has closed. Jonathan Palmer, if you're watching, if you could just build a bridge over here, that would be really quite handy. It really would, wouldn't it?
Or a lift.
Or a lift, yeah. An escalator going down and up. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because it's quite a steep hill.
It is. So you have to come, obviously assembly area, you actually have to do half a lap before you actually get to the start-finish straight and first corner, Coppice. Olly, let's come with you first of all. In competitive action, how hairy is it going around Coppice?
It entirely depends on the car, really. Like, if you want it set up quite planted, then it's normally all right. It's just smooth, flat-out drive up the hill. Or if you like it quite nervous, then it could step out a little bit, but it's pretty standard, really. Just flat out up the hill, really. That's all it is. Not much skill involved, in fairness. Just flat, completely flat.
Not much skill involved, Laura. Would you agree with that?
Lots of skill involved.
Lots of skill involved for Coppice, the very, very first corner. We come down the right hand of Charlie's. What's it like? What's your first experience going around Charlie's like?
My first experience. It's a hard one because it's such a long corner. I wasn't sure which part of the track I was actually supposed to be on. There's like lots of different lines that you can take through there, isn't there?
Yeah, I told Jake and Albert, you kind of got to like use the white line a little bit. Yeah. Right. Obviously, you don't want to go any further than that white line, but you've got to use as much track as you can to get a nice late apex, because it's a blind corner. If you go too early, you're going to go off wide. If you go too late, you're not really going to make the corner. So it's like an in-between, really. So there's a curb at the bottom of it. You've probably seen it, to be fair. There's right at the end of the corner. So just kiss that when you go along onto the exit, and then you get a nice nice run down to the next corner.
Of course, those white lines can get quite slippery in the wet, of course. Fortunately, we don't have that problem this weekend, do we? Park straight, nice, just foot to the floor. I mean, in a C1, you might have a little bit of time just to relax.
Yeah, a little bit. It's my time to breathe again on the straights. But yeah, foot flat.
I am jesting, of course. There's no resting, is there, when you're behind the wheel of a race car? Absolutely not. Fairly standard, I imagine. Into park, though, that's quite a tricky right-hander. What do you think?
Oh, I think they're all tricky to be fair. Yeah, no, it's a tricky right-hander, yeah.
Let's come over to Olly, because obviously you raced Cadwell in anger going into park. Is that an overtaking opportunity?
100%. Yeah, that's probably one of the most common places to overtake round here.
Yeah.
If you get a good enough run out of Charlie's down Park Straight, and then you can just absolutely send it into park. That's what it's called. I can't remember the names, but yeah.
That's why we stood here, because I don't know them either. So fortunately, they're written up there for me.
I just know how to drive the corners. Don't know the names of them, but yeah.
Well, I imagine park into Chris Curve. There isn't much time. It's almost. Does it almost go into one?
Well, I mean, as soon as you leave Park Bend, it's about is a swift gear change up to 4th gear. So there's not much time to be found there. It's just you've got to be nice and tidy, nice and neat, and then get ready for the Gooseneck.
The Gooseneck. Now let's come to the Gooseneck. Your favourite corner, I understand, Laura, the Gooseneck. Is that right?
Yeah, not so much.
You're...
I actually thought I was doing that corner quite well until.
So what happened? Was it a wheel on the grass or what? Just.
Yeah, I think I was carrying more speed through the corner than I had done previously, so I didn't give it enough steering.
Right.
And I got a wheel on the grass. Just as you come out, and then it spun me around, and I made friends with the barrier on the other side, the nice metal barrier on the other side.
But you're okay. That's the
fine,
main thing. That's the main thing. And the car's okay. That's good. And you won't be the first, and you won't be the last either.
No.
So there you go. Don't worry about that. But Gooseneck, Olly, what is it like when you do it right?
A lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Like it's quick right left. So you go flat in one of the Fiestas. You be kind of like flat on approach, and then dab of the brakes to balance the car. Then get back to power quickly, so you don't get any snap oversteer. But yeah, it kind of like dips down. So sometimes if you get it wrong, you can kind of like jump out the corner effectively and go onto the grass. But yeah, it's good fun, but not fun when you get it wrong, is it, Laura? But oh well, it's good fun.
And it's quite a hill as well,
Yeah,
so
it's steep.
we rolled down the hill and not rolled over onto the roof.
Well, I imagine you carry a bit of speed then into Mansfield. Is that right?
Yeah, and you go down into Mansfield quite a lot quicker than I did the first
hard.
time. Yeah, it's fast.
It's hard work, that corner.
It's hard work.
Yeah, we carrying so much speed out of the Gooseneck, and it's off cambered. The corner's actually off cambered like that itself. So you can't really rely on the front end to grip up as much. So you've got to brake a lot earlier than you actually think, and then sometimes a lot of people just go wide because they think, oh, it's not that tight, and then they get there, oh dear, and they just absolutely just outbrake themselves. But yeah, no, it's a tricky one, but it's good fun. The whole track's fun, to be fair.
That's what we like to hear. So we come through Mansfield, as you can see, fairly standard here. In fact, we just go straight on, don't we? We don't do this little chicane down here. Then we come to the mountain. Now the mountain, what was that like the first time you ever went up the mountain? And it is, isn't it? It is a mountain. It's like that.
It's really, but it's really tight as well. So the first time I came up here, I was petrified, and you can't see over the top. So you have no idea whereabouts I had no idea whereabouts on the track I was coming out because I couldn't see a thing over the top. But it's quite a tight turn as well. As soon as you've done the right, you're almost straight into.
Do you have to be careful in quite a high-powered car? Olly, you'll probably know this. When you, no disrespect to the C1s, but when you come to the very top, the car will lift almost, won't it? It's probably easy to lose a bit of traction, and rear wheels maybe kick in and spin you around.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the supercars have to be really careful, especially because they almost
take off, I think.
They literally take off, so they kind of got to lift off the throttle.
Yeah.
But in the Fiesta, you just about take off, but you kind of like the wheels are still. They kind of like spin a little bit, so you just got to be really careful. You don't want to damage the gearbox, especially in a 15-minute race. It's short, so you don't want to make many mistakes anyway. Yeah. But the mountain's mega. Love that corner.
Now, if you're a spectator, it's really good. As we come round Hall's Bend, all round here, of course, you can watch all the way from round here, can't you? In the trees, it's a wonderful place to watch. What's it like to drive through there, though, Laura?
That was actually my favourite part of the track, actually. Yeah. It's quite.
I've seen a lot of cars. They take a lot of curb as they first go in. Is that what you're told to do? Advised to do?
Yeah. Yeah, to keep it as straight as possible, keep the line as straight as possible.
Excellent. Then you come up here, don't we? We come to the hairpin, very tight. Looks like the tightest corner on the circuit, actually, is it?
Yeah, that's the tightest point, that. It's a bit of a faff, that corner, in fairness, to be honest. But no, it's good. You're coming out of a really high-speed sector and then straight into a heavy braking zone. So it really does test you as a driver, to be honest. And yeah, you just got to get your braking point right, and you don't want to clip any grass or anything like that. So yeah, it's just tight second gear corner, and you just make sure you get yourself a good run out of the corner and don't hit any grass.
I imagine it's vital, actually, isn't it? Because you need a good run out of barn, because then you've got the long start-finish line, haven't you? So if you get it wrong there, you could really hinder yourself coming down the start-finish line.
Yeah, 100%. You don't want to go up. You want to make sure you use that run up to barn as a way of setting yourself up for the next lap. Yeah. So yeah, barn's a crucial corner. It's just the one that decides a good lap or not in some cases. But yeah, you just want to get a good exit for the long straight. So yeah.
Laura, sum up Cadwell Park in 3 words for us.
3 words?
3 words.
Not very good.
Please don't swear either.
I wouldn't. Technical, difficult, hilly.
Hilly. Ollie?
Exciting. I'd say adrenaline is a word, but yeah.
It is a word, yeah.
It is a word, yeah. Well done. And then say tight.
Tight.
Tight,
yeah.
Absolutely.
All due respect to the juniors, I'm so glad that I had a chance to do it yesterday, because I realised how difficult it is and what they have to do. And
you said to me actually off camera earlier, you've got such respect for anybody going out to do it. And I know you had that little bump at Gooseneck, and I know we've had a bit of tongue in cheek, but you've gone out and done it though, and that's the important thing, is it? A lot of people have never ever done it, and it can't be easy.
And I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to do it, and I'm really pleased that I have, and I get to experience what they experience. And I think I'm glad that I've had my first crash, because I know that actually you get out, it's not that bad, you're fine, the car's okay, and then I got back out later on in the session as well, because if you don't get straight back in, I think
that's important,
then the fear takes over, so that was important as well.
Fantastic. Laura, I know you've still got a lot to do. I'm going to have to let you go. Thanks for joining for us out. Ollie, always a pleasure as well. We'll see you tomorrow. Sweet. See you later. Right, that is it for us for the BRSCC Fiesta Junior Championship today. Don't forget, of course, we're back tomorrow. There's 2 races. We've got exclusive behind-the-scenes content for you as well. We're going to be playing a little game with the drivers called Would You Rather. You won't want to miss that. So first race gets underway about 9:40 a.m. tomorrow. So we'll be live from around about 9:30, 9:15 or so in the assembly area ahead of the action. I've been your host Ian Waterhouse for the day, and until tomorrow, drive safely.